Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about number conversions, right, for MEC 140. And the first thing we want to talk about is how to go to, we have several kinds of numbers. We have decimals, right? So our main focus is decimals. Our second focus is going to be binary. And our third focus will be hexadecimal. Okay, and we're going to convert one to the other. Okay, so that's the main focus of these next videos. Okay, so our first one will be how to go from decimal to binary. Okay, and so decimal to binary. Okay, our decimal obviously is a number base 0 through 9, not 1 through 10, 0 through 9. Our binary is 0 through 1. Our hexadecimal is, well, what do we do? Because, how do you go past 9? Well, obviously 0 through 9 is 10. So how do we go past 10? Well, we have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So A represents 11, B is 12, C is 13, D is 14, E is 15. So let's just get started, okay? So one example is, let's do problem 1, where we want to convert the number 6 decimal to base 2. Okay, so when I say base 10, that's base. When I say base 2, that means it's binary. So base 10 means decimal, base 2 means binary, right? Well, how do we do that? Well, we take the number 6, just like that, and we divide it by 2, and we get 3. So we get 3 times 6, 6. What's our remainder? 0. Our remainder is 0. We do not, there's no points here, okay? You take number 3, just like this, and divide it by 2. You get 1, remainder 1. I shouldn't put remainder equals. I just put R. Just make things easier, okay? And then we take the value 1. Okay, we have to get down to 1 of the decimal, obviously, right? It's 0, remainder 1. Okay, so what's our answer? Well, we go up this way, and this is our answer. So when we go up, it's 1, 1, 0 binary. 1, 1, 0 binary is 6 base 10. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, let's take the number 15, 10 to, what is it, base 2. We take number 15, divide it by 2, we get 7, remainder 1. We take the number 7, divide it by 2, we get 3, right, remainder 1. Okay, you guys gotta do some division, okay? You take the number 3, divide it by 2, you get 1, remainder 1. You take the number 1, divide it by 2, you get 0, remainder 1. Okay? You can do your division. If you know how to do this, you're gonna have to do some division. Okay, 2 times 7 is 14, remainder 1. 2 times 3 is 6, remainder 1. So what's our answer? Well, our remainders indicate our answer. Obviously, they're all the same, so it really doesn't matter which direction you go, but it's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1 binary. Okay? So that's how we convert to binary. All right? Well, how do we go back from binary to decimal? Okay? Well, let's convert these numbers that we got here back to decimal. So we'll do it side by side comparison so that we realize, hey, we got the answer. So 1110 should give us 110 should give us 6, 1111 should give us 15. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Okay, so we'll take the number 110, and we're gonna go, what is that in base 10? I'm sorry, this is not right. what is that in base 10? What answer is that? Well, we write 1, 1, 1. Okay? Now, the trick to this is this. You start with 0, you go with 1, and this is 2. So these are going to placeholders, right? So you simply write that in real small terms. Okay? This means 2 to the 0 power. This means 2 to the first power. This means, right here, 2 squared. Okay? So our answer is going to be what? The reason I drew the arrows is we write 1 times 2 squared. Then we write plus 1 times 2 to the first plus 1 times 2 to the 0. Okay? And that's how we get these numbers. So if we add them out, we get 1 times 4 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 1. So we end up with 4 plus 2 plus 1. I'm sorry, that's wrong. All right, so this is really a 0. Hold on, let me change this. So this is a 0. This is a 0. This is a 0. Okay. So that makes sense. I apologize for that. So anyway, we have 1 times 2 squared, which is 4. 1 times 2 to the first, which is 1 times 2, is 2. Then we have the 0 times 2 to the 0, which is 0 times 1 is 0, which gives us 6 base 10. Okay. So obviously we got 6 base 10 to 110, 110 base 2. It gives us 6 base 10. So let's do the next one. So let's do 111 back to 15. How do we get 111 back to 15? We just do the same method. Hopefully I won't make a mistake this time, right? So we'll write again in real small. 0, 1, 2, 3. These are our placeholders, right? So this means 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 squared, 2 to the third. Okay? So this is going to mean 1 times 2 to the third is 1 times 2 to the third plus 1 times 2 squared plus 1 times 2 to the first plus 1 times 2 to the 0. 1 times 8 plus 1 times 4 plus 1 times 2 plus 1 times 1. This is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. Gives us 12 plus 2 plus 1 is 15 base 10. And our answers match. Here we went from 15 base 10 to 1, 1, 1, 1 base 2. So we will go back from 1, 1, 1, 1 base 2 to 15 base 10.